And away we go.
So I guess they're not entering an SRL channel at all, or SRL's just not showing me that channel for some reason.
Yeah.
It's weird. I don't know what is going on with SRL today. Okay, well I'm just gonna clear out of that. SRL clearly is not functioning for me right now. No, I'm using XChat. It showed one channel, and clearly there was at least an extra zero mission channel, because it showed it, and it even showed a message from the bot saying, hey, we're going to clear this in like 5 minutes, so I don't know what that was about. Okay, yeah, there are two channels. It just wasn't showing me the other one for some reason. Okay. XChat, SRL was just being weird, I guess. I'm in the correct channel now.
So the first thing you're going to see the runners doing is heading towards a missile pack. And then they'll be on their way to pick up the bombs that will be obviously essential to the rest of this race.
Notice that Darko went the, I don't necessarily, and Gunert as well, I don't necessarily want to call it the bad way per se, but when they fell down that last part of that shaft, they kind of went the different way than the standard method.
Yeah.
Which I think in general is harder and worse off, so...
Also, Darko manages to get the double on the worm, and Gunert doesn't go for it, he's going for just single shots.
Yeah, I don't think Gunert knows how to get the double. And again, he waits for the... He waited for drops, so... But he is well off. He has enough missiles to do high room. You can try to get a few extra ones there.
Yeah, didn't really need them.
I mean, he may just not feel confident in his high room that much. High room can be a jerk at the start of the game if you're not, especially if like you struggle with it. Yeah, I don't know what he's doing.
Unfortunately, he's used one too many missiles as well.
I'm not really sure what Gunert was thinking right there. I guess he just wants to destroy all of them to get them out of his way, but... He's not seriously going to try and do missiles from that distance, is he? He's going to possibly... That's like runs a very real risk of actually causing one of your missiles to get eaten. And you don't have long beam, so if that happens...
So he makes it through, but it was a very odd way of doing that room. Darko now has bombs.
Yeah, that's definitely a room that I think Gunert needs to look at in the future.
So whilst Gunnet heads off to collect the bombs, Darko is now going to be heading towards Charge Beam, which was dropped by the worm that we saw him defeat earlier, and then he'll be heading on down to Criteria.
So this is probably pretty close to one of the larger leads we've seen early on, but we've seen some pretty bad ones because of High Room. High Room is definitely sort of the early on lead killer.
Yeah, Gunner just had actually a fantastic bug room there. It's a little bit too little right now.
So again, Darko's about to enter Norfair. I almost said Ridley, but Norfair. Not quite entering Ridley just yet, but the first thing he's going to do is he's actually going to go left once he gets off the elevator, and he's going to try and go and get Power Grip and a mystery item. So I can't remember if Darko does the infinite double bomb jump, or if he just single bomb jumps up there, or none of the above. Saves a missile there by shooting out that first slot with a beam. But I don't think he's going to try to go for any refill skip or anything, so...
Yeah, I don't believe he does go for refill skip, so it's not much in the grand scheme of things, but saving a missile is saving a missile.
Yeah, I get some use out of it somewhere. Okay, gets a mystery item. Now he's going to go and get Power Grip. And when leaving Power Grip, you'll usually see most runners will do an infinite double bomb jump to get up there ASAP. But some runners who either can't do it or haven't really spent too much time into doing it will do a different, safer strat. And there's usually a few options there. You can wall jump up the left side and just sit up there until the all the platforms get raised, and then jump on the last platform and jump back up. Or you can single bomb jump your way up there.
And Darko's going for a single bomb jump.
Mm-hmm. Looked like he might have been trying to set up the double bomb jump at first, maybe. But I'm not entirely sure. I think he might have been trying to set it up, but he messed up his rhythm, so he just single bomb jumped up there.
So Darko definitely isn't going to have enough health, and probably isn't going to have enough missiles, so he won't be using the refill skip, that's for sure.
Yeah, I was pretty much nearly 100% sure he wasn't going to do that, but I wasn't 100% sure. I was 100% sure, but not 100% sure.
Let's see how Gunert gets out of here.
He's doing the double bomb jump method, but he's tossing an extra missile in there.
An extra bomb.
Yeah, yeah, sorry. Promise you guys I know the difference between a missile and a bomb. I wonder if he's gonna... Okay, let's see how he gets through this room. You can pretty much get through this room pretty free, especially if you know where to jump and where to just hold left. Oh, he doesn't do a refill glitch. I'm sad. I am nearly 100% sure that Power Grip is Chozo's super glue that is added on top of her gloves. I think that is clearly the best explanation.
I thought that was the only explanation.
Yeah, well, some people have different crazy theories. You never know.
this is. Oof.
Come on,
So,
Gunner, you can get up there. Okay, good.
Yeah.
He gets up there, that's good. And Darko gets that missile early, presumably to help him out with the pre-Imago room, or help him out with the Imago fight.
It's not only that; it's also useful if you happen to fall down in Ridley and only get one super pack.
Yes, true. We saw that yesterday, actually.
We did.
With Null Driver. Yeah, you see, Gunner, it's not really learning. I don't want to... I mean, he was kind of... That's in that room with the Rippers where you wall jump up. You have to figure out their pattern so you actually know when you can just... Because otherwise you're just going to keep hitting them every time you go up. And Gunner kept jumping up there at the same time, so he kept hitting them.
Yeah, if this is going to keep happening, you really should just freeze them.
Yeah, I don't understand. People are scared to do safe strats, but by this point, you've lost so much time. Just freeze them, man. Don't worry about getting the wall jump. It's slower, but it's better than failing the wall jump 5 more times.
There we go. He finally makes it up.
All right, yeah, you're right. There he goes.
Oh, and that was bad.
So he's gonna lose a bit of time there, and on top of that, he's gonna have a harder time getting out of Warfare as well. There's a room that actually changes the layout and adds a few more. Well, it doesn't change the layout, but adds a few more enemies if you get the statue. So he's gonna have a harder time escaping Warfare as well. I was so focused on what was happening to Gunner, I didn't even see Darko's Imago fight. How did it go?
It went pretty well. Didn't seem to have any trouble with it.
Someone mentioned that Gunner might be using a GameCube controller, which would definitely explain part of the problem.
Well, he is playing on an actual Game Boy player, so it is entirely possible he's using a GameCube controller.
Yeah, I could definitely see that being the source of his problems. GameCube controllers can be very hard to use, especially if you don't use them normally. For me personally, I cannot wall jump with a GameCube controller consistently. Like, it's just too hard for me. I mean, I can do it. I just could not do it nearly at a level where I'd feel comfortable with. And that may be why Gunert's struggling with wall jumping, especially.
Yeah, possibly. So, does Darko get the energy tank behind here? It looks like he does. So he's going to head out to face Ridley just as Gunert actually enters the Ridley area.
Yeah, that gap's definitely getting wider. I think the two things that cost Gunert the most time so far have been the hive room and his issue with getting that wall jump after Ice Beam.
Plenty of supers dropping for Darko there, so he'll have no problem on his way out.
Yeah, it's assuming he decides to actually skip. He may still get the hill and crate. If he doesn't want to get it, then he'll be fine, but he can still choose to skip it. Yeah, Gunner falling down again. He's definitely kind of having I'm starting to more believe that he may be having issues because of the GameCube controller, because he seems to be having a few just awkward input drops. Where it seems like he's fighting the controller almost.
Yeah, he's definitely having issues with movement.
Yeah, because to me at this point, it just seems to be a bit beyond inexperience too. I definitely think he might be having problems because we had him using a GameCube controller. Taking the safe route here to get the jump. Now Darko is leaving Kraid, and he's going to be heading on. I'm sorry, I just woke up. That's my excuse. Darko is now leaving Ridley and about to leave Morfair. He's got to take a little bit of a detour real quick to get high jump. But once he gets that, he will be on his way to Kraid, and we will see how Acid Worm Skip goes for him. It's actually another, I don't know if Gunert does go for AWS, but if he does, that's another big point where he might lose a lot of time.
Yeah, depending on how you do AWS, it can be quite precision heavy.
And as said, if he's having to use a GameCube controller, that's not going to be easy. So I can see how Gunert's Ridley fight goes. He goes to get the energy tank. Presumably now he's going to go get the refill.
Gunner, please. Whew.
Yeah, that's definitely... He was causing Ridley to turn around way too much.
Yeah, ideally you don't want to have him turn around at all, but Gunner went in there just a bit too quickly and then kept on going too far forward.
Thankfully he did make it out though, but it was close.
Okay, so Darko makes it into Kraid, and let's see how he does with Acid Worm Skip. He was practicing before the race started the HPJ backup. Hopefully he won't need to use it.
Yeah, hopefully everything will go well on first try, but AWS so far, we've seen pretty much everyone screw it up at least once. I don't know if he's aware, but you can actually, you don't have to, you can get rid of that. Okay, yeah. I was about to say, you can get rid of that first block.
Unfortunately, he fails it.
I need to restart my stream because you're ahead of me on both accounts.
And it looks like he's actually decided not to do HBJ, so he's resetting the room. He does have quite a commanding lead, so it's going to be a better chance of getting it.
Nope. No success there. Was he getting the HPJ a lot in practice?
No, he wasn't. I don't think he's confident in it.
Yeah, then in that case, he'd probably reset in the room would be the safer route.
He seems to be not either not dropping enough bombs, or in that respect there, he actually went too early, and the explosion from the bombs did nothing to propel him forward.
Yeah, and it seemed like he was a little bit too far to the right anyway.
Yeah, he was. He could have moved a bit further left for that.
There he goes. He got it.
Nice.
And Gunert, again, do that smart thing where you wait for the enemies to actually move
Wait
out
for
of the way.
Yeah.
I think, unfortunately, that was a lesson that a lot of runners had to learn the hard way in this tournament.
So AWS showing people there why any percent is the worst category, and you should always play 100%. And as you can see in Gunert's stream, there's lots of enemies in this room. That was because he got the Chozo statue earlier. If you get that statue, then all those enemies appear.
Honestly, I wanted to respond to your comment with talking about AWS, but then I remembered you guys don't do Crate First and 100% anymore. Or you guys do Crate First, but you don't do AWS anymore.
Yeah, no AWS. Which instantly makes it better. Nice Kraid fight. 3 missiles to the, super missiles to the face, and he's down. It looks like Gunner is going for an extra energy tank here.
Yeah, it's definitely a good idea to go for safe strats if you're not consistent with 3 energy tanks. And Darko, I mean, that works, but that's not necessarily the best way to shun spark up that room. And Darko does the going into this room strat, which we've seen a few runners do.
Yep. If you're not that confident in AWS and you suspect you're going to die, then save there.
And you always have the option of actually doing Acid Worm. Like, there's a point to where doing Acid Worm is faster than just repeatedly felling AWS.
Yeah, I think it's if you were to fail AWS more than 3 times, it would have actually been faster just to go and do Acid Worm himself.
Gunert does the bomb across method, which can be really scary, especially if you screw up on the last. Oh, he gets it though. That can be really
nice.
Scary if you fall down before the last block.
It's, to be honest, doing the bomb jump method across the blocks it's very, very difficult to actually mess it up so that you fall down.
I used to do that, but I kept on having that happen to me. So I don't know. Maybe I'm just really bad, but that happened to me enough times where I learned the power grip method. So, which is technically, I think, faster anyway. So.
The power grip method is faster, yeah.
Gunner having a bit of an awkward issue getting through that spot, but he makes it. I'm going to see how Torian goes for Darko. I wonder if he'll take a safety save at the start. He's not going to. Or at the very least, he's not going to take it here.
He really shouldn't need one. He is going to have to obviously watch his super count, as he didn't even attempt Winstar Super. What happened to Gunert there?
He missed too many supers. He missed one, to be precise. Or, well, since he had 4, he would have had to have missed 2, but he only shot 2 into Kraid. I don't really remember how he missed them, but yeah. Anytime I see a runner actually drop all of their supers like that, I get scared. Because I know there's a very real chance of something not so great happening. You never really want to have to farm for supers if it's avoidable.
Yeah.
He gets 2 of them back. I hope he doesn't actually use them, because... Okay, good. That would not be a good time to use those supers, because you'd be forced to farm for them again. Your missiles are easy to get. They're basically guaranteed from the drops, but your supers not so much.
So he should take out 2 of these walls, I believe. Well, he's going to go for 3.
Yeah, I always assume usually a lot of the runners who may not feel as confident out there are just going to destroy as much as they can reasonably. It's not optimal per se, but...
Well, he's got the super that he needs, so it's just missiles now. What he needs is 41. That's assuming he doesn't miss any missile shots in the next to him.
I think he's going to max out his count. Because, yeah, he has 41 right now, but he's not stopping. Nope, now he is. He's going to 45. I think that's his max. Oh, I forgot how Darko fights. Yeah, that's... I really don't like watching Darko do this fight, because he does not do it the standard way.
Yeah, it's a very weird fight to watch.
And it's actually significantly more dangerous. I think he definitely needs to spend some time learning the easy strat here.
And the thing is he won't get the Shine Spark either.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Darko makes it out of Turian. We just need to watch out for Gunert now. Let's see how his Turian goes.
Oh, good super drops at the end there.
It's a shame he didn't need them. He's only been using missiles, which means that he's quite low on them, so he's having to stop and farm a bit.
Oh, I didn't even realize he was just using them.
So Darko begins the suitless section. Shouldn't take too long, but it's full of dangers. Unfortunately, Gunert had to resort to using all of his super missiles, so he's going to have to farm them on the next main room.
Gunert definitely needs to work on Torian a lot. Like, that was... honestly, I don't want to say it, but I'm not entirely sure that should have ended well for him, honestly. There was definitely a bit of luck there that helped him out a lot. Well, he gets one of the supers back. That's a good start. So now time to see if Darko... Oh, he's already past that point. Did he get... He skipped map successfully, didn't he?
Yes, he did, yeah. No map of shame for Darko.
That's always a good start to Suitless.
And he takes it safe and doesn't go for fast searchlights. Don't want to be caught by the border patrol.
So Gunner goes ahead and destroys all the pillars before the Mother Brain fight.
Yep, shouldn't take too long to farm. He'll only need 30 missiles. He's already got 4 supers. Although it will take him long if he keeps getting hit.
Yeah, that's when it's kind of... He needs to stop having that happen.
So he's got enough missiles now. I'm sure he's just farming in case he misses some shots. Or maybe he just feels like having max ammo count.
Well, he didn't actually get his max. He missed it by 4, but I think he knows that at this point he's got more than enough to do the fight. I don't know why he just stood there and waited there for that second.
Darko doesn't go for Samstrat.
Okay, well, I didn't know about this spot.
I see, he uses it to freeze the Vinkas.
Yeah, he's doing a similar strat that we saw Darko do, but he's doing a safer version of it. It'd be really nice if there was like a spot right next to Mother Brain that you could stand where you didn't take any, where you only had to worry about freezing the Rinkas. I think that would definitely be a very helpful thing to learn.
That would be lovely.
I would say that the runner should definitely focus on learning that strat, because that can make your life a lot easier, just sitting in that spot. It can be difficult to do it the first few times, but I think once you get it down, it's a lot easier than just doing the strat that we saw there.
Yeah, once you get used to the fact that you don't want to be right up against Mother Brain, it becomes pretty easy.
So far it looks like we can see that Darko is almost to the Charlie fight. He's in the save room right before it, if my memory serves me.
Yep.
Hopefully I'll have good luck on this fight.
So Darko beginning the Charlie fight. Let's see whether he uses the intentional damage strat to speed it up. He does not.
Alright, you got the first symbol down, just needs to wait for 2 more. I'm gonna ask you this while I'm thinking about it. What causes Charlie to speed up? Is it just a gradual increase over time, or is it like after every hit?
Do you mean when he becomes vulnerable, or do you mean his increase in movement speed?
His increase in movement speed.
It's purely after every hit.
Okay.
Or after every hit of his vulnerable part.
Yeah, it just seems like before it feels like I've seen him just like start moving faster because I kept missing, but that was probably just the patterns I was getting. Can make it feel like he's speeding up. Guessing Gunert did not get. Yep. Got spoiled a bit because he posted a comment in chat, so kind of got a spoiler alert there.
So Darko should get the super missile here, which gives him the 6 he needs to deal with Mecha Ridley as quickly as possible.
Looks like Darko might have forgot that he wasn't playing 100% for a second there when he stored the spark. Literally, you mentioned 100%. Now it's just on everyone's mind.
As it should be.
Uh-oh, and Darko messes up a little bit on his way before that room doesn't get the speed boost. But he does get that speed boost, which is fairly difficult to mess up anyway. Okay, well I've never seen that happen before. He just killed that one pirate and the security alarm went off. So again, both of our runners are in the suitless or either in or past the suitless section, with Gunert being well into it, and with Darko about to go fight the final boss.
He made it through that room pretty well, actually.
I think we might actually see our runners pass each other in a second, maybe.
I'm pretty close. One of them entered the room just as the other left it.
Yeah, I gotta remember you go and leave a different way in Suitless. It's the only reason we did not see them high-five each other there. Up, and Gunert messes up the jump a little bit, and he gets hit by a pirate. He freezes that one, luckily. At this point, he just needs, if he can get to the right spot in this next room, he automatically loses the, ooh, that's not good. That is most certainly not good. Okay, good. He makes it. This may be partially why he opted to get the spare energy tank. Because if we didn't grab it, he would be very dead right now.
Luckily, he doesn't have anyone who can. He can't take any damage on the way to the next save room, so he should be able to refill there.
Hopefully, he doesn't forget. I've known I've been like able to do that before. I forgot I took a lot of damage and just didn't save, and then go to the next room, get hit once, and over. Up, and it looks like Gunner is taking a safety save there, as well as restoring his health.
I probably would too if I was down to that low.
At this point, I mean, I think he's conscious of the fact that his own... I don't mean to be cynical, but I think he's conscious of the fact that his only way he's going to win at this point is if Darko dies. And if he has a safety save right there, Darko is not safety saved, so that just gives him an even bigger lead, even if he dies again. So that may have been his thought process behind taking that safety save, was just, if Darko dies, this will make my life a lot easier.
Yeah, and it's not like unexpected deaths haven't happened in this competition, so it's probably a good idea.
I definitely would not operate on the assumption that that he's not gonna die. We've seen people die to mecha and stuff before. That's not that out there. Oh, but Gunner, he's trying to... I think he needs to try non-wall jump strats more often, because he's not doing very good with his wall jumps, and it's just causing him to take more hits than he needs to.
Well, meanwhile, Darko has now made it to Mecha, so let's see how long it takes him to swipe and whether he can hit all 6 supers nice and quickly.
And he gets them, and that was pretty good.
Yep, well played.
So the risk of unusual death has just gone down dramatically, but still not counting it out. Oh, and Gunner misses. Uh-oh, that's definitely, yep, that's it.
Oh dear. Luckily, he did save quite only a few rooms back, I believe.
Yeah, he saved fairly recently. So that's definitely good. But I mean, as said, at this point, he's aware of the fact that Darko's going to win unless he dies. And if Darko does die, well, Gunnert's in a much more advantageous position than he was before with that safety save.
Definitely. It's all reliant on Darko making quite a few mistakes now.
Yeah, I don't think Gunner made the wrong decision here. It's just he has to rely on Darko doing something fairly unusual. And Darko does not go for the usual setup there that we've seen runners go for now, where you stand on a certain block and you're able to get the spark easily. He just decided to do it the old-fashioned way. A little bit of a safety strat there to make sure he gets the spark, but he knows how big his lead is, I'm sure, so he's probably going to be more inclined to take safety strats.
Just the Black Pirate fight to go.
And he takes out that extra, the one factor that could actually be problematic. Uh-oh. He needs to... Yeah, he messed up there.
Yep, reset the room.
Yeah, you gotta... Okay,
He's really having trouble getting these black pirates set up correctly.
He needs to be aware of the fact he cannot grab that ledge. That is a non-option. He needs to jump up there. Grabbing that ledge when they're right on you like that is just going to take way too slow. And now
That
he's just
should have been low enough.
And he had it, but he threw it away because he didn't know it was low enough. He definitely wants Gunert to win this race, apparently. And so,
now that was low enough. That should have been low enough, really.
Yeah, you just need to be patient. That's the big thing. Just be patient. And he gets it. Okay, good. Now he's gonna wait for this door to open. And he takes the safety strat to kill the pirate there.
I'm not surprised. Darko wins with a time of 47-5.
So congratulations to Darko. Now we're just waiting to see if Gunert can finish. He was on the last hit of Charlie, so that's good.
Yeah, it's a real challenge though, because usually he only gets vulnerable just as lightning comes out.
Yeah. Ooh, just barely gets that shot.
I'm pretty sure that'll be added to JC's highlight reel.
Definitely. Every single time that gets mentioned, I get remembered. There's like 4 or 5 things that I want to highlight for him, and then I just keep forgetting. I really need to get on it, because at one point, those VODs are going to be gone, and I'm just not going to be able to.
So I'm not sure whether we're going to see Gunnet finish or not, because I believe there's another race which is due to start in 10 minutes.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, because both these... Yeah, you're right. Because I didn't realize the race started a little bit later, too, I think, so... Yeah, because there was a race at 12:30 and one at 1:30, and this is the 12:30 race, and it's almost 1:30 for Eastern Time, so... We have a race coming up immediately after this, actually.
Yeah, I believe up next we should have Flipside versus MDA, which is another one in the losers bracket.
I was gonna say, you know what, I'm gonna get something to eat in the meantime, but then it's a Flipside race. I can't do that, man. I can't miss commentating a Flipsides race now. That's just not an option for me. If I don't do it, no one's gonna be on stream to trash talking.
Exactly.
It'll definitely be an interesting race to watch, though. I think Flipside's the favorite, not the favorite to win there, but last time him and JC and MDA raced, he made quite a few mistakes that gave JC a pretty easy lead, so I'm not going to assume that Flipside can't win that.
Xenon321, on behalf of the people who run Speed Gaming, thank you for subscribing.
So it appears that MDA, or not MDA, sorry, I was thinking about the next race already. It looks like that Darko will not be coming in for an interview, so at this point we're just waiting for Gunert to finish and see if he decides to. I don't know what Gunert is doing. Oh, he's just kind of trying. Okay, that works. Looks like he's taking one more safety save. And I'm guessing he's going to safety save right before Ridley as well. Did you see what in-game time Darko got?
33 something. I'm afraid I don't remember.
Gunert tried to go for the...
He did. Didn't quite work out, unfortunately.
We'll see one runner get it, I'm sure. We may have to wait till top 8, but I'm sure we'll see it. Helping Gunert's going to be careful. The thing about these pirate rooms is once you start getting hit by one of them, they just kind of compound, and the next thing you know, you're dead. So... And Gunert's not really doing himself too many favors because he's struggling to avoid these pirates.
Yeah, he's got maybe 1 or 2 hits left.
And that other pirate that he's standing on is about to unfreeze, but he killed it.
So he does go for the safety save and refill here. So Gunert makes it to Mecca. Let's see how the fight goes for him. He's got all the required ammunition. We just got to hope that Mecca swipes pretty quickly.
That was interesting. I think Gunert might have been trying to do that little glitch with the missile, but wasn't able to get it. Yeah, moving a little bit slow there, but still makes it out just fine.
Let's see how Gunnet does the Shine Spark here.
I think he might do it the old way. I don't know if he'll go for the setup or not. No, he does not. Okay. He does the same little safety strat that we saw Darko get.
Just Black Pirates left to deal with. Let's hope he doesn't have quite as much trouble with them as Darko did.
He's probably going to try and kill this Sun Pirate first. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Uh-oh. I think if he goes left, he can get them to jump off, and then... Well, that is actually a very convenient strat.
Yep, that worked out pretty well.
I thought that might have been possible, but Gunner, just do...
Gunnet finishes in second place with a time of 58.02. And he actually improved his race PB by 4 minutes and 39 seconds, so well done.
We'll say, if nothing else, both of these runners gave me plenty of minor panic attacks throughout their runs. Whew. And both of them gave me plenty of them at the escape.
So congratulations to Darko, who moves on to the next round of the losers bracket. And commiserations to Gunnet. Unfortunately, he'll be out now.
Hello.
Hey, Gunner.
Hey.
Unfortunately, you have been eliminated from the tournament.
Yeah. Oh well.
So I guess the first question I need to ask you is, what are you going to do now?
I have no idea. I really need to stop signing up for tournaments in the school year because it's not really working out too well for me. I haven't had any time to practice anything. So I think for now I'm going to give it a rest. And when I have more free time, probably get back into it more, I guess.
So what Sweet games are you working on next?
Probably this and Prime more than anything else. I think my goal for Prime is like sub 110, and then this to get a sub 30 on a stream, because I've never actually done that, I don't think. So yeah.
All right. Well, now that you're out of the tournament, how'd you feel about it? Did you enjoy the tournament, or?
I think it was fun. If I had time to practice, I think I would have done a little better. But yeah, it is what it is, and I'm kind of amazed that I actually managed to pull this one all the way through, because I'm actually a little sick. And that beginning part in Norfair where I was feeling the wall jump and I had to pause and just wait for a second, that was me trying to focus because I had a little bit of a headache. I couldn't really do anything for a sec there. But, oh well, at least it didn't go as badly as last time.
Well, commiserations then. Hope
Thank
you feel better soon as well.
Thank you. Cool. Alright. Credits are just about done. We'll see the time here, and then I'm gonna head out.
Sounds
Alright.
good. Let's see what the in-game time is.
I'm guessing 38 something. And 42. Wow. Okay. Apparently, I have no idea how to actually. Apparently, I'm really bad at judging time for this game, because that's not what I was expecting. Oh well. Anyways, thanks for commentating, guys. I'm gonna head out, probably go sleep.
Okay, thanks for joining us. Take care.
Yeah, you're welcome. Yep, you too.
As someone who just woke up an hour ago, I can sympathize with that right now.
So, as we said, Darko now moves on. Next up, we've got Flipside 208 versus MDA.
Yeah, so I'm afraid I'm going to have to miss the start of that race. I will be back in a little bit, but I'm probably going to have to miss the start of that race a little bit. But I promise I will be back.
That's all right. I will hold down the fort. Okay, welcome everyone to Flipside versus MDA. We are about to start.